united as one in Harwes Pendle under the sun, planting trees, cleaning streams, spreading love along the way.
My YESfest challenge would probably be to go on more walks and look after the environment a little more.
Just to help the environment and explore it.
Recycle and reuse more things.
A campaign for tackling climate change.
Communities and watch them go.
What is YESfest? Well, it's a movement really. It's a community that gathers together in various parts of the UK, cheered on by supporters and friends around the world. It started with the idea of, wouldn't it be wonderful if we get young people together in a community that starts with friendship, that starts with having a wonderful time in nature. And we want to give them the knowledge, the skills, the understanding, but most importantly, the enthusiasm and the community and some simple resources to go and do something wonderful in their part of the planet.
So our intention for YESfest is to really immerse our children in nature and make them feel the beauty of the planet really firsthand and kind of in all its raw glory really. That they have a sense of urgency about protecting it.
And that's what we're doing. Our first one was in Harrow in 2023, second one in Harrow School in 2024. I'm currently talking to you now in the middle of YESfest Pendle in the beautiful Lancashire countryside. We've got a talkioke happening at the moment. We've got a session led by young people in India, from an NGO in India, giving us poetry about the planet. Later on this year, 2024 in September, we're at the Eden Project, who are great supporters of our work.
Welcome to Eden Project. Super excited to be taking part in YESfest with you guys today.
So the reason that we said yes to YESfest is because it touches all the things I'm passionate about. So making sure that people get opportunity to get connected to nature, which is what we're all about. Doing this as a residential really helps that, because the children are camping, they're doing forest school, they're doing storytelling, they're in the woodland, they're running around in the field, and some of them haven't done any of this before.
There's something really scary about being a young person right now. I think there's a real disconnect with nature that needn't be there. I think there's too many children indoors, disconnected from nature and disconnected from each other. And this is an antidote to that really. It's a very real, tangible gathering of people, of young people at heart. A lot of it's led by young people, peer-to-peer or near-peer sessions where their voices are heard. They're having a good time, but beyond having a good time, there's a real purpose to what we're doing. So we want to tackle the nature deficit disorder, we want to tackle the mental health crisis of our young people, and we want to do it with really simple resources. Beautiful places like this, wonderful places like Harrow in London, and also the Eden Project. But it needn't be here, it can be anywhere. And we've got a vision that YESfest then becomes something which can happen small scale or large scale, but it's a gathering of people saying, we're new friends and we want to do something for the planet together.
When we're connected to nature, that's when we start to care about it. And I think because largely Western civilization, we're disconnected from nature, we misuse and abuse nature, that's why we're in the climate crisis we're in. So this nature connection is the foundation for caring about nature, caring about the world, caring about climate, caring about the planet, and hopefully that also tips people into maybe getting a bit proactive. Have we got the future Greta Thunberg with us this weekend?
So we want these 75 children then to go back to their individual schools and be the ambassadors for the planet, develop projects and ideas to protect their bit of the planet, and then we can share them then as a whole community across the next 12 months and then meet back here and share what's happened back at our individual schools, and again just another step forward each year.
We keep it very simple. We set them a YESfest challenge, and that YESfest challenge can be small, medium or large. It can be something which is a small life change, but something which sticks. It could be something more significant which needs other people to get together to help you. Or it could be something very, very significant. But that challenge is the beginning of stewardship of our planet, of young people taking action. We don't think there's many festivals or organisations or groups doing what we're doing. There's many people who cater for young people who are already engaged with looking after our planet, and we want to get them young. We want to get them when they know they've had a wonderful time in the countryside. They know that they want to look after this planet. So it's that deep connection with nature that makes them then want to look after nature more. The idea seems to have captured people's imaginations, and it's a very simple idea. Get young people together in nature, having a wonderful time, and then significant things will happen. So we've had some really wonderful projects which have happened by people who came to YESfest. So it's very satisfying, not just have the fun that we're having now in a beautiful setting, but knowing that fun and that time in this beautiful setting will actually do something very significant as a consequence.
It's lovely and it's on a personal level, and children are really having fun and they're in the fresh air and they're learning, but on a bigger scale it's potentially a movement that we need because the climate's in crisis and we need to change it.
I think it's quite easy to underestimate what we're doing. I think it's quite easy to say, well look, yes, of course, having a wonderful time in nature is important. Of course, getting children together to feel like they have a voice and they have agency over how they look after the planet is important. And yet that common sense isn't always that common. It's not something which people make time for, prioritise over other things. So I think if anything, YESfest needs to keep on going and convincing more people that this stuff that's pretty straightforward, pretty easy, but very easy to overlook, keeps going forward and keeps happening.